If you ever thought the trolls in Frozen were presumptuous to try to marry Anna and Kristoff, then stay tuned. I'm about to ponder why they were so pushy. Hello, family members! Welcome back to the Fangirl. I'm your hostess, McGann, hoping I'm not too late to the Frozen party. I've talked a lot about Frozen before, but while I was in my room reorganizing my fancy Disney store dolls, I started to really look at the Anna and Kristoff set. Man, in hindsight, that would have been a great thing to put right here in the display section. But we've already started, so we must continue on our path. But the more I look at those dolls, the more I keep thinking about Kristoff and Anna's near marriage in the Fixer Upper song. I can completely understand a family that is more than ready to see a young adult member get hitched and grow up a little bit, but that whole situation was weird. In about a 2-minute long span, the trolls find out that Anna is engaged, and they decide they're gonna get rid of the fiancé so that Anna's free. Then moments later, they're trying to marry her off by throwing her in a ditch with a moss cloak. What even is this world? I thought maybe this whole is just some Norwegian wedding thing, but then not even Google could find a single reference to a Norwegian wedding in a ditch. Then I looked into capes, which again didn't come up with any results for a traditional Norwegian wedding. The crown thing does, but it appears to be something for the ladies, not the gents. Wait, do the trolls think Kristoff is a girl? No, that can't be right. But would they know the difference even if they checked? No, McGann, you're getting gross again. Stop it. I think one of the female trolls came out and called him like such a man or something like that anyways, so forget me. Just having a bit of a moment. My last Frozen theory was already about feces, so we are not gonna go through if the trolls know the difference between human males and females today. But it would be kind of cute if the trolls thought Kristoff and Anna were both girls and they didn't even think twice about it. They were just like, Kristoff is getting married and out of our hair right now. It is someone else's turn to be his friend. I think every group of friends I've ever had has done that to me. Oh, can relate. Moving on. Since I can't find any connections to Norway and the ditch or attire, we're just gonna chalk that all up to a magical troll ceremony thing. But this whole demand to get Kristoff married off at the drop of a hat is still so bizarre. Even taking Kristoff out of the mix, the trolls barely even talk to Anna. They give no cares about her feelings in the matter, and they try to sneak the marriage in without either party consenting to it. Why? What good does that do for them? I mean, Kristoff is out working most of the time, so it can't be irritating them that badly. So what if that marriage was actually beneficial to the trolls? While looking up all the wedding stuff, I was also researching Norwegian trolls a little bit too. There's actually a ton of contradictory information about what they look like and how they behave, which means I really can't use any of that to define the trolls in the movie, so I have to shove all that mythology aside and confine myself to what we know from the film. And what we know from Frozen 1, because at this point Frozen 2 is not out yet, is that Anna and Elsa's father, King Agdar, knew about the trolls. And based on the Frozen 2 trailers, it does look like Agdar was either studying the magic up in the north, or he was at least some kind of diplomat. And then that veil thing dropped and split Arendelle from the north side with all the magical hoo-ha. And if we think about it, the king being a former student of the trolls would kind of help explain why the trolls helped baby Anna, although they also took in Lil Kristoff without any provocation. They just decided to keep him without asking any questions. Like he was a stray cat they started feeding and brought him inside forever, with his owners searching for years to find him again. By the way, neighbors to the south of me, I would like Anya and Lola back if you know their whereabouts. People be taking cats inside like there's no chance it could be somebody's pet. Anyways, the trolls seem to genuinely like humans, but they're also hidden away in the forest, so it's a little bit of a contradiction there. I imagine they're hiding for their own protection, so maybe what they're interested in is making bigger and better connections in Arendelle so that they can integrate into that society again. Not like as lords and ladies or such, but just as these beings that can live out in the open without fear of any negative backlash. So marrying off their adopted human son to a princess is a minor mighty fine way to get that ball rolling. And the trolls definitely remember who Anna was because Pabbie mentions that in passing. So every troll there should have known that Anna was the princess. But princesses don't tend to marry commoners. So keeping that in mind, would the trolls have made Kristoff a prince, or at least the equivalent of a prince in their culture? Like he was supposed to be the chosen one, the leader to usher the trolls into a new era of harmony with mankind. I mean, that would explain the crown at least. Alternatively, it would be really interesting if the trolls had struck a deal with King Agdar when they saved baby Anna. What if saving her life meant that the trolls got to decide her fate and marry her into their clan? Sure, that might sound silly, but the previews for Frozen 2 keep going on about how the past is not what they remember, and trolls are known to mess with people's minds. So maybe they all rushed after Anna and tried to marry her off so quickly because they felt like she was theirs to tie off. So Kristoff and Anna were almost the king and queen of the trolls. Wild. Honestly, I can't prove this theory one way or the other because the movie leaves this whole section as a giant gaping plot hole. Hello, whoa, 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 whoa. But I can at least say that either of these scenarios would help explain what was going on during the Fixer Upper song. However, I'd like to open the floor and let you guys chime in. What do you think the capes, crown, and throwing them into a marriage ditch means? And if anyone can cite any actual references to Scandinavian culture, please let me know. I'd much appreciate to learn about it. It might not be reality, but theories are more fun. Reindeers are better than people. Whoa, no. Reindeers are better than people. Why am I having a problem here? Reindeers are better than people. People. Reindeers are better than people. I don't know why I feel like I'm hitting that so wrong. Reindeers are better than people. Sven, don't you think that's true? Yes, people will beat you and hurt you and treat you. Every one of them's bad except you. Aw, thanks, buddy. But people smell better than reindeer. Sven, don't you think I'm right? That's once again true for all except you. You got me. Let's call it a night. Good night. Don't let the frost bite. Bite. Yeah, I know. I did the wrong song. I could have totally done Fixer Upper there, but I don't really love that song, so I never fully memorized it. And if you think I'm doing bad with the songs I only kind of remember, you should see me try ones that I don't really remember the words to at all. And just for reference, I also always skip over the Olaf song because I just don't care for Olaf, at least not in singing form. I feel like the movie had a little bit too much Olaf. I could have done with a good bit less of him. He was funny, he was good tension relief, but he was also really dragging down, I guess, the integrity of the story, like the seriousness of the story. So I could have done with maybe 30% less Olaf, and I don't know what they're going to do in Frozen 2 yet. I'm really excited to find out in about a week. But as for me today, She-Ra Season 4 just released, so I'm about to go binge like crazy. Kitty, no. Did he listen to me? I think he listened to me. That's amazing. Some little boy figured out how to open doors today, and he's been driving everybody nuts. Say hi, avocado. Now you're silent. You've been meowing at the door for 10 minutes, and now you're silent when I say, hey, greet the world. Oh, you're too cute. I can't stay mad. Well, now that you've seen the cat, I really don't have anything better to offer you guys, so I guess we'll see you next time, family members. So what if that marriage is actually... Stop it, kitty. I am going to give you to Archer in a second, and you're not going to be happy. Even taking Kristoff out of the mix, the trolls barely even talk to Anna. Is that Anna and Elsa's father, King Agdar? Agdar. Can I do this or not? Agdar. Flippin' Appalachian accent. Well, family members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, "Hey McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that?" Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Family. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Family and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share one or two on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos like you helps to tell the site, hey, this is a good video, we should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, family members. Bye.